Humanity is a unified structure of the social organization of man, in which he, as an important and integral fragment, originally had extensive creative functions. At the moment, however, we are living in a world in which spatial and material harmony are being violated. The consequences of this disruption are ecological disasters, poisoned soil and food, and water unfit for drinking. The production of just one single smartphone results in a monstrous pollution of the environment by electronic and industrial waste. Many of the world's proactively thinking ecologists are warning of the inevitability of an imminent ecological catastrophe on a planetary scale. Man, as an integral part of nature, suffers first and foremost from the environmental pollution that destroys his own health and life. Despite the massive investments of money into research and the development of more and more chemicals in the form of medications, the medicine of the 21st century has not only failed to justify itself, it has also led to the fact that instead of cholera, malaria, and smallpox, people are now dying of such incurable diseases as diabetes, cardiovascular problems, and cancer. Humanity must urgently address the environmental and humanitarian problems, lest it become a cancerous tumor on the body of the planet and perish along with it. But who will be able to solve problems of such magnitude if science itself is at the service of those who, in the pursuit of personal welfare and profit, purposefully conduct the genocide of people through the creation of artificial epidemics, the promotion of the consumption of alcohol, the legalization of the use of drugs, the enforcement of excessive vaccinations, and the approval of the production of genetically modified organisms for human consumption? The Russian scientist Nikolai Levashov became such a man. He suggested a way out of the situation of self-destruction by creating technologies for the restoration, maintenance, and transformation of humans and the environment. In 2010, in Russia, a healing device called a SvetL complex, named in honor of Nikolai Levashov's wife, Svetlana, was created by the Russian Scientific Technical Society, RNTO in Russian, headed by Fyodor Skrudnev, on the basis of the psi-field generator and the accompanying programs. The generator of the so-called dark matter of the SvetL complex created the necessary conditions for the recovery and life support of a human. It was a remarkable breakthrough in many areas of modern science, yet somehow this invention, so necessary for mankind, was hidden from the public. For a quarter of a century, it was assiduously silenced by the media and officials in all countries of the world. You can draw your own conclusions about the reason for such a large-scale and prolonged cover-up effort to conceal this most important discovery for mankind. We openly share in great detail about all the Russian SvetL technologies, about their real possibilities and achievements, about their creator Nikolai Levashov, and about his follower and friend Fyodor Skrudnev, who continues to develop these technologies that are so necessary for humanity. There is becoming a greater demand for the information about these health-improving devices. So, numerous videos have been created and testimonials written by the users of SvetL programs, in which they themselves tell about improvements in health, stabilization of their emotional state, the establishment of normal sleep, and impressive achievements in their development. Articles and books about the SvetL technologies are published on the websites of Fyodor Skrudnev and the RNTO, as well as other friendly sites and on social networks. In this video, we will tell you about a simple yet miraculous device, the children's SvetL complex, created in the form of a pendant, the SvetL-K. Children are the miracle of life, and they are the future of any nation, which means it is necessary to provide them with protection and the additional potential for development from a very young age. The SvetL-K silver pendant is such a protector and helpmate for your child. The SvetL-K silver pendant, with a silicon layer inside, which is the necessary platform for the installation of the unique energy structure of the SvetL generator, has the ability to independently and preventively determine current and potential health problems and to correct them. The energy structure is intelligent, with a level of intellect higher than that of a human. At the moment of activation, the SvetL generator will scan its user and then create the necessary healing programs, which will unfold within 1 to 3 months, depending on the age of the child. Furthermore, the design of the pendant reflects in its form a cross-sectional toroid, each element carrying both functional and semantic load, and is made using the proportions of the golden ratio. The SvetL-K Children's Complex is an intelligent, quasi-living structure. SvetL-K develops along with your child, and the SvetL programs upgrade the generator as needed in accordance with the age of the child, taking into account the physiological and mental changes occurring in them. As a child grows, changing significantly in a very short time, as does their generator, which supports its little user, changing along with the child and continuously upgrades the task of the user's development and healing. When a child has significant health issues complicated by congenital or chronic diseases, he or she needs the SvetL complex. In these cases, the children's SvetL-K complex should only be considered as a temporary help. If your child does not have serious health problems, then from the age of 6 months to 14 years, a SvetL-K is the ideal option for his or her protection, age-appropriate development, and timely recovery. This, of course, is subject to the parent's compliance with the instructions for use. The SvetL program supports the normal protective psi field of the human body, negatively affecting any infection, and prevents the penetration of viruses and infections into the body. To revitalize and to remove the toxins that already exist in the body, it is necessary to drink the so-called liquid pill, i.e., the water structured by the SvetL generator. Viruses, infections, and toxins cannot persist in the high-frequency structure of such programmed water. The structured water, purified and restructured by the SvetL generator, heals, gradually freeing the body from poisons, toxins, and the waste products of infections. Structured water not only changes the properties of blood and lymph plasma, it also changes the structure of the human genetic code, endowing it with new properties and qualities. In ancient times, folk healers also conjured water, programming it to cure this or that ailment. A distinctive feature of SvetL technologies and programs is the principle of their influence on physical and biological objects of reality, going beyond the narrow limits of the generally accepted fundamental laws and notions, and interestingly, cannot be detected by existing equipment. Although the SvetL generator, also called the dark matter generator, primary matter generator, psi-field generator, life generator, or biogenerator, is as material as physical matter, it has no physical manifestation. The SvetL generator is, in a sense, a condensed substance of a highly organized, intelligent hybrid form of matter, a quasi-living organism. As for modern science, it believes the effect of the generator cannot lead to observable changes in physical or biological objects. However, 10 years of experience in the adaptation of the SvetL technology to the objectives of human healing have convincingly proven that there are definite healing and developing effects, which are many times confirmed by various medical tests requested by the users of the SvetL technology in different countries of the world. At the present time, there is no competition for the SvetL technology. For the simple reason, SvetL technologies are the technologies of nature itself. And only such humane and harmoniously functioning technologies will help mankind to cognize and ultimately unite with nature, to become one with it, to restore the ecological balance, and to solve the world's most urgent problems. Imagine your child, grown under the care of the SvetL generator, will not only be able to live a healthy and full life and to help revive our beautiful planet, they will also be able to assist people in finding the meaning and purpose in their lives. Your child will be able to stand up for his or her life values, which is the only way they can share with people their gifts, talents, and every gift of nature that your little one is rich in. Because SvetL technologies will help the user to reveal to the world his or her best human qualities. Your future is in your hands.